for. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Let's take a deep breath here. I want to thank the awards committee for your service and the time that you spent. Yes, I understand this was a year where a lot of nominations were presented to the awards committee, and that makes this honor even more amazing. So thank you for that. I remember when Drew called me, Drew Brennan, he called me on the phone, and he's like, this is Drew from AEE, and I'd like to talk to you about the awards from AEE. And I'm like, oh, did somebody that I nominate get an award? He's like, no, you're receiving an award. So I have to say, in that moment, I was absolutely shocked and stunned, and I was speechless, and I know that's hard to believe, because I like to talk. And part of why I like to talk is because I get really excited, and I'm very enthusiastic about lots of things, and I'm especially enthusiastic and passionate about AEE. I am passionate about people, I'm passionate about making a difference, and I'm passionate about this organization. I shared in the pamphlet that's out there, I've talked about the journeys of service that I've done. As a director of the Children Our Future, I rode my bicycle 8,000 miles across the United States. And I did that alone. But Brian was talking to me before this award ceremony that he was letting me know, he's like, yeah, you're a really intense person. And I am an intense person, and it takes that kind of person to do the things that I have. But I'm also really intense because I really, really care. I care about people, I care about children, and I care about the people in this organization. So yes, I am very passionate, and I want to say that even in that 8,000-mile cross-country bike ride, I did not do that alone. And just like my service to AEE and the West Region and to TAPG, I have not done that alone. So I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the people in the West Region. Where are you? Are you here? Some of the folks in the West Region. Yes, the Leadership Council. If you can hear me now. For keeping the torch alive, I want to acknowledge Nial-Wlliams for that, because she handed the torch when she left the West Region, and she kept coming back even when she lived in Florida. I'd like to acknowledge TAPG and the folks here for the opportunity. And people in the CRC, and I know it's not the same folks I serve with, but at CRC, if you could raise your hands. Any of you guys here? And how about and anybody that's a reviewer and accreditation, if you could just raise your hand and we could acknowledge you. And so many people have touched me in AEE, and so it's part of who I am to give back. And there's many people that I could personally thank. And I want to thank a couple people personally. The first person I'd like to acknowledge is Nial-Wlliams. Okay? And I just hope that you can be open and receive this. I know it's not easy, but I warned her ahead of time. So I was involved with AEE actually in 1990. I was a member of an organization called Challenge Learning Center. And long ago, Jim Bronson and Mary Lee Bronson were involved with AEE. But how I was involved is I just got the benefit. I got the benefit as a staff member, as staff training, all the different things that I did. But it wasn't until 2003 that I actually went to a regional conference. And there I met Nial-Wlliams. And Mari, she offered herself, I got excited, I made connections, and she offered to help me with some of my research for my PhD. It's like, great, I made a great connection. Then the next year she asked me to present at a regional conference. I was like, oh, I can do that. I'm really busy though, I need to finish my dissertation. And that very conference, at the end of my presentation, I'm walking into dinner and she's like, Terry, we're going to nominate you to be a convener. I'm like, no, I can't. I need to finish my PhD. So she said, I'll support you. I got your back. So I did that. And then I joined a team with 11 people on our conference committee. And I was on several conference committees, and we kept it going. And then last year, Mari asked me to be part of TAPG and to help convene the conference this year. And she had my back again this year. So Mari is a model for the invitation and for inviting people to serve the AE. So I'd like to acknowledge Mari for that. And I'd like to acknowledge John Clark. He's our chair in the regional, in our regional leadership council, and he has been our chair. He's going on 3 years, and he has been holding the torch for our community. You've also been encouraging for me and an ongoing support, and I just want to thank you for that. And I want to thank the whole leadership council for being there for me. So at the beginning of this conference, Paul said, we're a small organization making a great impact. And there's a great servant leader that inspires me, and that's Mother Teresa, and she challenges us to do small things. Oh my goodness. She said, challenges us to do small things with great love. And so there's still a lot more to do. So I want to invite you to find ways. There's lots of ways that all of you out here have contributed. But there's more ways that we can do it, and I can tell you right now there's ways I can contribute, and they seem small, but they make a difference. So I'm committing to look at the newsletter when it comes to me and read it all the way to the end. I'm committing to fill out the surveys that come to me. I'm committing to fill out the evaluations for the presenters when they present, because they take the time to do that. I'm going to keep coming back and presenting. I'm going to keep finding ways to make a difference, and I want to invite you to join me to do that. I'd like to dedicate this award to my grandfather, Bill Williams. He was my role model for servant leadership. Everything that he did was with great love, and I want to leave you with a motto that he lived with, and one that I try to live with, and that is, be loving, and you will never want for love. Thank you very much.